Hey you, I saw you from the distance. Hey you, can we talk?
Oh, so fabulous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. It's your girl Dumebi Lea. So we're going to be doing this fabulous soft glam makeup tutorial. So just showing you guys my face. You guys can see I have a lot of texture. My skin tone is all over the place, but yeah. So first of all, I'm moisturizing my skin using the Hydrate from Omaricood and Breaker, and then for my primer I'm using the Rimmel London Matte primer, and I'm just going to be applying that all over my face. So I'm going to be using a combination of these two for my face. The darker one is foundation from Beyond Beauty Cosmetics, and that is the shade 206, which is kind of darker than me. So I'm going to be applying that all over the perimeters of my face. That's the outside area of my face. And then the other one I was holding is concealer. I Am Magic Concealer by Juvia's Place in the shade 7. So I'm going to be applying that in the center of my face, as you guys can see. And I'm using a beauty blender by Dear Salma. That's a Nigerian makeup brand. I really love this beauty blender. It's very soft. So remember to blend all the meeting points of the lighter shade and the darker shade so that everything is just seamlessly blended into each other. Yeah, so that's done. So now I'll be taking this concealer, which is Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 45, to highlight my face. So now that this is done, I'm going to be setting the highlighted areas with my Laura Mercier setting powder. And because we did face first as usual, I'm going to be just putting some excess setting powder under my eyes to catch any eyeshadow fallout. And also I'll be using setting powder to mattify my brow so that when I filling with pencil, it just glides on smoothly. So this is another hack, you guys, using edge control for your brows. If you want your brows to stay in put, it's kind of like the way you use your brow tamer. It's the same effect that it gives. So this is a hack to save money. So I'm going to be priming my eyes using my concealer. And for eyeshadow, I'm going into the Afrique palette by Juvia's, and I'm taking that skin tone brown shade as my first shade. So I'll be taking a combination of that orange with a bit of a lighter flesh tone shade just to give it some dimension. Then I'm going into the Blossom Makeup eyeshadow palette and taking that eggshell shade over there. That's going to be my eyeshadow shade, then a darker shade to contour the outer corner of my eyes. And now for my brow bone shade, I'm taking a bit of that gold and that lighter skin tone shade. So now to line my eyes, I'm going into this Beyond Beauty gel liner and I'm using an angled brush, and I'm going to be using the lashes from Mismetics. So now that that's on, I'm going to be using my powder, and this is the MAC NW58 shade. This is my actual shade, so I'm applying it in all parts of my face except the areas that I highlighted. So now to work on the highlighted areas, I'll be using this light shade of powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me matte polish powder in the shade 350 Caramel. I'll be using that to brush off the setting powder that I used in baking, and then just applying that on the rest of the face, the highlighted areas. I usually dab a bit of powder using the brush on my brow, the beginning of my brow area, just to make it look extra matte. So now to contour, I'm going into this powder by Beyond Beauty. This is the shade BB06. It is very dark, so I'm just going to be using that to contour my cheekbones and my forehead area. So now I'll be using a combination of these two powders to contour my nose. When you're contouring your nose, don't go for the same shade of dark powder that you use for the perimeter of your face, because you don't need your nose contour to be as dark as the rest of your face. You guys, I'm eating. Baby girl was hungry. That was bread, by the way. I was also on a phone call. If you saw me waving at somebody, I was on a call. So now my nose is snatched. I'm going to be going into the Glitz and Glam Beauty World palette. I use this as highlighter and as blush. Sometimes I use it as eyeshadow. So I just took some blush and I wanted a bit more orange to it. So I took the same orange that I used from that eyeshadow palette from Juvia's Place, and I just, added more color to my cheeks. I love blush. So I'm using the highlighter from that Glitz and Glam palette to just glow up my face. Then I'm lining my eyes using the same gel liner from Beyond Beauty. I'm using a very tiny brush so that it doesn't make my eye tear up. So now to set my face, I'm using this Carrot Dewy Spritz Setting Spray. I think the nozzle of that thing is too wide because it basically just, I don't know, my face was so wet when I used it. So I'm lining my lips. I was listening to music. My brother was playing some music in the background. Okay, so now this is the lipstick that I'm using. This is the collaboration between Fumi de Salobold and Juvia's Place. This is the Queen collection, and the shade is called Royalty. This is like the nudest nude that I own. So just to make the outside of the lips darker, I'm using a bit of that gel liner to just darken it a bit. I can get away with this because I'm dark skinned, so this is just one tip. You can use a bit of black on your lips to darken your, to give you a darker ombre effect. And I really like this look. So we've come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Drop me a comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.